afternoon everyone. Sorry about the wind, it's pretty windy here at the moment. It's a nice sky but just a lot of wind. I'm just about to ram in the strainer here. The dry cow, as you can see in the distance up there. So that there is the dry cows that you've seen on video before, but today we dried off, so good to get that done. So we milked to the 25th of May, so that's pretty good going. But anyways, we're going to ram this post in, the strainer, which was actually broken off previous. I didn't break that off, and I think that'll be the last one. I've done a couple already, and I'm going to head to the runoff, and we're going to do a bit of fencing around drains down there, so, and a bit of tidying up. So that's the plan for this afternoon, so let's get on with it. So made it to the runoff. One of the sketchiest things is going down the road. You think you're going to hit every overhead wire. Always worried about it, but it's no taller than a truck, so trucks go down the road. So what we're going to do here is we're going to pull the netting off that fence, pull those posts out, and then we're going to move it closer to the edge of the stream. And then we're going to do the same on this side. We're going to pull this one down so that's all in the paddock, and we're going to have the gate down here, and then we're going to run a wire along the other side as well. So it'll be fenced off, because what happens when we're moving stock across the road, quite often they'll come down here and they'll run across this crossing, and then they'll run along and they'll try and cross over the stream. My dad said he used to just put a reel here, but I like to make it real easy, so we're going to actually fence it off. So it'll be really good, and it'll be all included in that paddock. And yeah, so there's a bit of water in here at the moment. They used to actually suck water out of here for the troughs, but the last couple of droughts it's actually run dry, so the farm owner put a bore in over by his house. So that makes it way more simple as well, because you don't seem to run out of water when you have a bore. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pull all the wire off and yeah, get on with it. Well, we've got all the posts out. I've left this one here. It's on the corner. I'm actually going to bang that one in a little bit. It's a bit tall. And so we're just going to run from that post there. No post between. Then we're just going to go along, re-ram them in. And aim towards that crossing down there. And we'll see where we get to. So, it's looking good so far. Heaps better without that netting there. There's the netting. So that's it for the fence. We've just put the post in on that side. Ezra's here now, you would have seen him in the video, and we've just gone along here. We're going to go from the post beside the gate there, so it'll be good. Have that done, and started pulling some wires off. We're reusing the wires off that fence and the top wire off that one. It's got these old, I think they're porcelain insulators. We're reusing that down there. They still look fine. This little section's going to have rails there because it's easier than trying to fill that gap with wires. And where that peg is right there, I've got to put another strainer in, either that one or I'll get a heavier one, and we'll hang the wooden gate which is lying in the grass. We'll hang that off that post. So yeah, then tomorrow we'll ram in the post around the edge. Should be good. I always enjoy doing these sort of jobs, improving it. Done a lot at our last farm, heaps of fencing. That post rammer has been very valuable, very good investment, something that I'd recommend anyone getting. Yeah, so that's it for today. We're going to carry on and catch you somewhere else on the farm. The new grass is looking good. Today's the 25th of May, and we've had our first grazing off it. We should get another grazing off it in a couple of weeks, maybe. So really happy with it. Really happy with base. It suits my system, not grazing it down too hard, and it seems to hang on pretty well. Seems to hang on pretty well through the summer. So yeah, my go-to grass base. I put a post in here this morning, well after lunch, sorry. I actually snapped the post off when I was spraying, hooked it with the boom, and it hooked the wire and it snapped the post. You'll have to bear with me, it is a bit windy, but I thought I would bring you over and we'll have a look at the dry cows. So like I said earlier, we dried off on the 25th of May, which is today. Dried off this morning. We were only milking 120 at the end. So there was 30 cows that had dry cow and the rest just had teat seal. So I'm really happy. Sow count's been good. Our average sow count was 110 for the season, and we've actually finished off, the last pickup was 188. So I'm really happy with our sow count. All up we ended up treating 52 cows with dry cow and teat seal, and the rest just had teat seal. So that's out of 200. So I think that's pretty good. I'm really happy with that. So these cows are a little bit light. I've just dried them off, and the aim is now to put a bit of weight on them. I would love to have some maize. That's something that I would really like to do, is put a bit of maize into them. Maybe it's something I might think about, because the neighbour over this way, he did 16 hectares of maize this season. He hasn't done it for a few years, so there's now a contractor coming into the area to plant and chop the maize. So maybe I can get in with those guys and do some maize, but it's just an idea, just a thought. It would fit in quite nicely with doing the silage in the pit over there, because we could finish that first pit and then put the maize straight into there, and still be finishing the second pit and then come back and get onto maize. So it would help them milk better nearer the end, as well as put on weight. Also we'd be able to feed some now to put on weight. So yeah, this cow here, she's a bit light, but that one there is good. She's not producing as well, was not producing as well, so hence the reason why she's a bit fatter. So I would probably put these cows at maybe a 4 at the highest. So we've got a bit of weight, a bit of condition to put on, but we can do it. We've got feed and silage to do it, palm kernel if we have to. So yeah, it's definitely doable. So these cows, tomorrow we're going on to a 100-day rotation, so these cows are getting 0.4 of a hectare, and the other mob that we've got over there, which we'll go and have a look at, they'll be getting 0.4 of a hectare too. So they're also getting bale of silage a day, so yeah, they'll be doing fine. Well, they're not real upset, which is quite good, so I'm happy about that. It's a good sign. So they have decked this paddock. This paddock here had Shogun in it, so hopefully we haven't upset the Shogun too much. They had that other half of the paddock yesterday, and I can actually see lines coming up in it now, so the Shogun's still there, it's just grazed off. Right, we'll go have a look at the other ones. It's even windier. Hopefully you can hear me. The audio is probably going to be crap, but it is what it is. If you look down here, this is Golden Valley. It's actually a road. Golden Valley goes down this way. We're at the top of Golden Valley Road. I don't know if you can see it, but down there, that's actually a truck with straw inside it getting unloaded. Actually, and there's a stock truck down here getting either loaded or unloaded, I'm not sure. Anyways, so this is the dry mob that we've had for a while, and there are 2 steers in here. They're my brother's steers from Wagyu, I think Wagyu cross. Plus we got the heifers, as well as friendly cows. These cows here are definitely in a bit better condition, because these cows, once they got dried off because they were skinny or they weren't milking very well. This lot tend to be a bit argy-bargy. She's a bit horny, that one. She's been a bit horny lately. And this mob, I think we've got, there's definitely 3 empties, and they're all cows that have had eczema. Yeah, that's just how it is. So yeah, that's just how it is. She's a bit light, but she's only been dried off not that long ago. So completely surrounded. She's a nice heifer, that one. Good deep belly on her. That one there had been sucking another cow. A pair of them, they were sucking each other, so I put rings on too, so that stopped that. Right, well, I don't think we need to stay in here much longer. She's one that's had eczema, I'm pretty sure she's empty. At least she's still walking, that's the main thing, she's still walking. That one there, she had eczema, she's empty, 182. And there's another cow which had it, I'm not sure whereabouts she is. 70's a bit light. They've still got time to put on a bit of weight. So this is what they're going into. They're not having silage in these 3 breaks because there's effluent pipes in here and I don't want to drive over them. I don't know where they are, so what I'm actually going to do is bring up some conventional bales. They'll get just some hay bales out of the barn. We'll give them some hay rather than silage just for 3 days, which that's fine, pretty flexible, so yeah. How you going, Ezra? Good? Yeah. Right, that's definitely going to be it for today. Gonna go home. You're gonna have a haircut, Ezra? Lose your mohawk?
No, I don't even have a mohawk.
Yeah, you do. You got long hair in the middle. You can't see it.
Yeah.
Alright, thanks for watching and we'll catch you somewhere else on the farm.